Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Plato had a theory, and he said that all knowledge was remembered, not learned. And I like that. I like thinking about that in the Hermetic sense. There's just knowledge and nothingness. And in nothingness, that would be when we're in purgatory or in that lovely space before we reincarnate back to this world. But I believe like when you reincarnate, you may be, as if you were really evolved in the last life, you may, if you're not traumatized by the world, you may go straight into that life, remembering that knowledge very fast. So people don't, they put all this stuff off, like reincarnation and Akashic records or the collective consciousness and these kind of things that seem, they're metaphysical and they're really, how can you prove them, right? And in quantum biology, there's these things that they watch, or at least they're perceiving these things that are happening far apart from each other, and they're doing the exact same thing. It's like they're attached some way, but there seems to be nothing attaching them. They have those tethers connecting us. The quantum theories, these tethers connect us to every molecule. And so the idea is, even in the water, there's knowledge that has been collected. So people believe in knowledge being in blood. Well, no, I believe we're all connected to a collective knowledge, and it's from the earth and it's from the sky. And I I've never been much of an artist, but when I went through my dark day of the soul, I painted like, I don't know, 15 paintings, and it was amazing. It was fun for me. None of them are that good, but they mean a lot to me. So they're special, and yeah, they like have meaning. Almost every one of them. Some of them don't yet, but there's some of them are starting to even come to meaning to me. But I recently did one that was just freehand sitting. I went into town, and to kill anxiety, I sat down and had a coffee and drew a sandwich and drew a drawing, and I was like, wow, that's I've never drawn anything like that. So how does something like this just happen out of nowhere? Like, and these are kind of things that I show as maybe there's some kind of proof of some collective consciousness or something like that. It's just subjective proof, but I mean, like, I don't, I've never, literally, if you saw everything I've drawn, like I draw a bee and you'd be like, what is that? And then I just started drawing on, and this came out, and I was like, well, okay, well, there's something connecting me to something, because it's almost like a mix of native art, but also like some sacred geometry or something. But I, yeah, I just, you start like having numbers come in your head and connecting to old things, and you just like create little things, and you just, who knows if it means anything, but I mean, like, the pictures, like, I don't know, I'd like to, a friend of mine has a studio, and he has nails in the wall, and he has like the sacred geometry stuff, and I think that's what inspired me. But this stuff is completely different than his. But I think I want to do the same thing. He puts the nails in those special patterns, and he runs the strings on it, and I was like, that's gonna be fun to do. But I think people just have to know that the first step away from like nihilism and atheistic belief is you just have to, you know just have to believe. It's a start. And once you believe and things start happening that are unexplainable, then you're going to be really believe. And then when it really believe, then things are going to happen that are just, you know, then there's no belief anywhere, then it's knowing, right? And when you don't know what's happening in the future, but you have locked into the knowing of the collective consciousness, the one source, the karma flow of life, God, then life starts giving you more of this. So unconditional love to everyone. Try to believe. It's what primes the pump to some amazing things.